Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 22 on the Pioneers map. So, I am in the process of harvesting grapes. Now, I finished rolling and weeding the canola field, so that's done. And I got about 2/3 of the grapes harvested. That's done. And I apologize, because I did record all of that. Unfortunately, it came out looking like you were maybe trying to view it through a really heavy screen door with a thick plastic bag over your face. Yeah, it was a treat. I have been trying, as you guys may have noticed from what I had chatting about there the day or two ago, about switching over to OBS from my normal recording software, because some things were just coming out terrible. Avorion actually was recording like it was some kind of freaking slideshow. And I have had that happen with other games. So I thought, well, I'll give OBS. Okay, I think that's actually the end of this row. I just had the very end of it to do, because we filled the harvester. But, yeah. So, for the sake of trying to get that game to record nicely, I switched to OBS. And had it set up, and from what you guys told me, the couple of you that actually did, it looked pretty darn good. At least as far as Avorion was concerned. I also recorded the last couple episodes of Farm Sim with it, and same thing, you guys said it looked pretty good. So, the only thing I found it was lacking was that my normal recording software splits my audio. So you end up with 3 tracks when you record something. A pure video track in 1080p, 60 FPS, 20,000 hertz, blah blah blah. An audio track with just the game sound, i.e. the PC sound, whatever's playing. Which means if I had, Amazon Music or something playing in the background behind the game, it would record that as well. The other track contains my microphone. Now, that's really handy, because I don't always play the same games all the time. And sometimes when you're playing a game, you don't realize how intrusive, or for that matter, non-intrusive, parts of the audio might be. So being able to go, oh god, I can't hear my mic, and either turning down the game content, or if that, like a movie, if you turn the amazing music and gunshots and all that stuff down, then you can't hear anything they say. So it's better to adjust my mic volume to compensate for whatever's happening in the video. Unfortunately, OBS drops it all in one file. Video, mic, desktop sound, you name it, one file, no waiting. So I was attempting to remedy that, and one of my longtime viewers, who I guess is also using OBS, came on and gave me some hints and instructions, which I followed. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Oh, I guess I and one aren't the same thing? Oh, what do you know? Yeah, not, I think, because of OBS, but I think because of the recording, or the rendering software I'm using. Yeah. So, I mucked around with it, and I went on YouTube and looked at all the advices there, and what I was told was absolutely correct, but there were some other tweaks and things that could be done to give you a better video. Yeah, right, I should have left well enough alone. I ended up with things so garbled that I ended up going, oh well, you know what? I don't think I'm going the right place. I'm not. things so garbled up that in the end it became easier to simply uninstall OBS, reinstall it, and start from scratch, which I did. And I set it all up, and I did this, and I did that, and yeah. Then I had no audio. Then I had just my mic. Then I had, it was a mess. And it was enough of a mess that, see, I didn't realize it was a mess till after I recorded Farm Sim. And like I said, it looked so horrible I couldn't put it up. So I started tweaking and twerking with all of that stuff, and I've actually spent, what time is it? 1:35 in the afternoon, so say 1:30 when I started this. I have been at this since 5 in the morning. So yeah. It took me 6 hours. Probably. Well, not that much actually. I went out earlier this morning, had things to do. But at least a good 4 hours solid to get it back to this state, which I'm really hoping when I go to render this is actually pretty decent. Hey, ooh, pH is... Why is the pH bad? Well, that's just sort of at the edges here, eh? Well, that's just this grass part anyway. I don't care. Yeah, you can be as bad as you want. There we are. That's what we're looking for. Good and perfect. Much better. Yeah, I spent all of that time making little 3-4 minute clips in different games, and then rendering them and checking them, and then tweaking and rendering and checking and tweaking and rendering and checking and tweaking and rendering. Yeah. Like I said, all day. I almost decided at that point that, you know what? Great, now it all seems to be working again. I still don't have separate audio tracks, but most of the games I'm playing right now, I have them sort of adjusted so it's reasonable. The background might be a little light here in Farm Sim, but that's because, unfortunately, if you turn some things up, just again like those movies, you can end up turning too many things up, you know. So whereas the sound of my tractor might be quite pleasant at a higher volume, the sound of this thing at a higher volume, or worse, the TMR maker at a higher volume, is deafening. You know, if I want to make it so I can hear my chickens, then some of the machines around here are going to darn near do me in. Alright, one of you actually likes cereal production. It could be you, eh? Could be you. Yeah, you take raisins. Okay. But you won't make... Yeah. You're not going to turn grapes into raisins, though, are you? Okay. This place. Farm production stone? Farm production stone. Oh. Well, why didn't you just say so? That made no sense at first. Let me tell you, my brain has been playing so many frustrating... Yeah, don't. No. Oh, no. Oh, you horrible thing. Now I have to deal with the firewood. Rats. Man. You suck, you suck, you suck. Get over there. Alright. There, that's enough of them off the road. What a mess. But yeah, I know what building it is. I'll say I'm in. My brain's pretty much stretched to the limit here, but yeah, I know what they mean by the stone. Didn't make any sense. I thought, what? There's a stone I can sell things to? No, honestly, guys, that's what went through my head. I've been having that kind of a day. And here we go. I know exactly what they're talking about. I don't necessarily know where it is, but I know what they're talking about. It's a general production, like it does most of what our little production places do. And it also does a lot of the things that I don't have places to do. For instance, it will, I believe, turn grapes into raisins. Yep. 1 grape, 1 raisin. No waiting. Alright. Well, we got 5,000, so I'm gonna guess that's about what we gonna get what, 5 crates of raisins? That should be a good start. Should be a good start. We have lots of room to expand those grapes if we need to. Granted, it won't do us any good till next year, but okay. And the grapes are loaded, so let's make raisins activate. Okay, now okay, does this one not, okay. It doesn't seem to, ooh, I can make grape juice, eh? 5 grapes makes 4 juice? Nah, we want raisins. Raisins are everybody's friend. I don't know what time I started this recording. It's another disadvantage with OBS. It has no overlays. My other recording software has, an FPS overlay, and it has a time overlay. Alright, and that is grapes. I mean, we still got to run those other machines through there once the bit is done, but for the most part, we're good. We are graped. Nice. Okay, how are you doing? You've got materials missing. Oh, it's actually run out of wood. But it has, as near as I can tell, 42 pallets to take away. Okay. Let's, 42, eh? I don't think that's gonna fit on our trailer. I believe it'll take 16. So, I guess we need to find out if El Trucko will take them or not. And then we'll have to drag a few more trees over there. So it actually used up the trees. Well, that's pretty special. Considering the log plant at our old map just gave us everything for free. Alrighty. Oh, that is close. I didn't use the brakes, I just wanted to see if it would stop. Oh man, that's close. Yes, indeed. You couldn't have stopped that close if you'd tried. Alright. So, let's get you a running. And then, let's get rid of that. Plunk. And let's give you a new pair of shorts. There you go. Boom. Alright. Now this thing is never pleasant. I have nothing but issues with it, but at least I know it's because I'm just too dumb to use it. It's not like there's anything wrong with it, so I'm okay with that. And boy, it flies. Just light up the jailbreak. Alright. Alright, let's see what it has to say. Unload here. Oh, hang on. There we go. Deactivate auto load. Deactivate? Okay. The turning radius on this thing, I tell you what. Open cover. I don't think it's got a cover, actually. Oh, hang on. No, this is seeming familiar. Maybe I have to have that down. Let's find out. Okay. Nope. It still doesn't load anything. Yeah, and then this will do the next one over, and then this will do the back one, and then this will do that one. Alright, well... I don't get why I don't have, No, there's no way to change it to a different sort of baler. Oh, you stupid animals. Or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure the other one's just a tipper. So, we'll no be using this. At least not for that. Not for that. Okay. Well, don't you suck. Alright, well, we gotta empty it somehow, so I guess we're, Oh yeah, look at that. Slid right away with it, from it, without catching anything. Because we weren't touching. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea how long we've been here. I didn't check the time. But hey, we got our grapes harvested, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I could easily extend those up that way, up towards the farm. There's lots of room there. There's just a couple of little trees in the way. Nothing major. Okay. Alrighty, I'd say this set's full. It kind of, yeah, overlap stacks them, doesn't it? Which, I mean, it's nice, makes a steadier load, but I am utterly amazed that Giant's physics doesn't kick in and just kind of orbit the whole works, you know? Because it sure as heck used to do things like that. If you had two things trying to occupy the same space, one of them ended up in space. You know? And that didn't really matter whether it was a front weight for your tractor or your entire herd of cows. Things just happened like that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, we could make a living here on this farm just doing that. Turning trees into pallets. Turning pallets into money. Yes, indeed, we can buy up the whole place. Okay. Give it a sec, it should start to generate them pretty quick here. Come on. I might be, oh, there we go. I thought I might be partly on the trigger, but I'm not. So here we are, it loads it right back up. And then fills the gaps. Alright, well, apparently I'm going to have to do this a couple of times, so I'm going to call the episode here. I do appreciate you all putting up with my whining and whinging today. It's just been one of those days. I even had, so I had to go into town this morning on my electric scooter to pick something up at the post office. And on the way back, there's some idiot texting on his cell phone parked in the middle of the bike lane. So as I go by him, I go, "Thanks for parking in the bike lane." And I hear him yell something back. And so I turn around and go back. And I go, "What did you say?" He says, "I know I'm in the bike lane, but you're not on a bike, are you? You're on a motorized vehicle. You shouldn't even be in the bike lane." I said, "Dude, they're rated the same as e-bikes. It's the only place I can be. I'm not allowed legally on the road." "Well, I'm an ex-police officer. I'm telling you right now, it's..." I'm like, I don't care, you're an ex-whatever, you know? "Well, you're not a very nice young man." "I'm not a very nice man." I said, "Oh, that's right." He said, "You're not a very nice young man." I said, "Well, I'm not only not very nice, I'm not a young man either, dude." You know? And yeah, just, it's been one of those days. Annoying little bugger. Not only that, but I mean, still hanging out on the road, taking up the entire, parked at such an angle that he took up the shoulder, the bike lane, and the butt end of his truck was still sticking out on the road. So to go around them, I had to go into the middle of the lane. You know, which, believe me, you don't want to do when you're riding one of them things. But, yeah. So that was the start of my day. OBS was only the icing on the cake. So there you are. It's been a day. I hope you guys have a much better one than I did. Don't forget to hit that like button. Take care of each other. And ciao for now.